every cricketer has a graph.
Yeah.
It goes like this, it comes down, it goes.
Yeah.
No one could see me from a kinetic Honda to a Maruti Zen. They have their academy, they have the boys, they select their own boys from different parts of the district and they place them in the hostel is still there.
Yeah.
And they have the food there. You're breeding your youngsters for the future.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Correct.
If you think of shortcut, it will be only a shortcut. There, most of them come from districts. And this system is beautiful.
Noel bhai, let's talk now that you taken after you left cricket, and I know coaching played a huge role in your post your cricketing days now. So, and lately you've been the head coach for the Assam under-23 team as well. So, what was that stint like? What was coaching has been in the last few years?
When I left cricket, I think it was in 2001 I left cricket. I never quit cricket. I just got fed up. I got fed up of the system. I got fed up of tiredness of this politics. To be honest, I'm not shy on saying I was tired. I was not being given an opportunity. Though I made a comeback when I went to US in 98, 99, 2000. I left. I got tired. I got fed up. See, to be very frank, Mani, no one expected me to play for the country. All right. No one digested the system of Noel David playing for the country. The politics came in. No one could see me from a kinetic Honda to a Maruti Zen. No one could digest it. Okay. So when all this happens, there's always something behind your back being spoken. Okay. Something behind your back. And that's worst thing.
Yeah.
And that was a huge, that played a huge, when you speak something bad about your own people, a person, when they are not appreciated, when you are not taken care and people start talking about you get tired, you get fed up. And that's what creeped into me a lot. That's how I lost focus. They say, oh, diversion aa gaya, ye aa gaya, wo gaya. That's all. This thing. You get diverted, yes. I got diverted. I'm not saying I never got diverted. Every human being gets diverted. Yes. They said iska collar uppar ho gaya hai, बढ़ गया है, India is played for the country, so he is not listening to anyone. That's all.
Yeah, I don't.
This thing. My attitude was like that from start. You know me. I used to blast people. I used to.
Yeah.
I had very this thing. I was jovial. I never used to care. I had a different way.
That's what you were. Yeah.
I was the same. People took me differently because I played for the country. Okay. People this thing on to me saying that yaar abhi ho gaya iska. Before I could begin my career to the Indian team, ho gaya bolte the. That was the thing which has put me into my back foot. People started to talk bad about me, and all that. I left and I said, okay, right. I'm not being given an opportunity here in advisor. Damn, okay. I started to look outside. But that time, you don't think. You don't think from here. You don't use your brains. You see. You just leave everything and say, okay, you go. You just, and that's what I done. If the same thing, if I sat down or someone you will never have an advisor that time.
Correct.
Nowadays, you have an advisor who advises you. But those days, there's no one to advise you. Okay, you are left alone to fight your own battle. Okay. If I had someone to control my emotions or control my this thing, I think I would have still played a longer time for the country. But I know one. Okay, no, stay back, or you move out and play for some other state. That time it never rang my this thing. So I left and went away to US to play there club cricket. I went and played for 6 months contract I had. I went away there. And then I said I'm not going to. I stayed back I know exactly. No, no. I came back. I came back. I played Moinudullah.
Hmm.
I got a 50 odd, 60 odd. I got wickets, and I still was not being recognized. I
Hmm.
was in the probables. I was in the Ranji Trophy probables and all that. I was still performing,
Hmm.
but I was not recognized. I was not recognized. I said, okay, right.
Yeah.
When I'm not recognized, why should I? So I went back to US.
Oh.
Yeah, and I stayed in US. I played club cricket there and everything.
Wow. Okay.
Once I finished my stint, I came back again. I made a
Oh.
comeback again.
Oh.
I
Wow.
came, I played the leagues, I performed.
Yeah, I
That's the
think you
time
can.
I
Yeah.
played for MP Coles.
MP
You were
coach. Yeah.
playing,
Yeah.
and I played leagues. I made a comeback to the Hyderabad team in this one day matches. Super Pillai that
Yeah.
time it was Super
Super
Pillai.
Pillai. Yes.
I performed well. I played Buchi Babu where I got a 60 odd against MRF team.
Hmm.
I played again. I was not recognized. Then I said, "Damn it! Time now this. You
Yeah.
can't fight the system here.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't fight the system. I just left it,
Left. Yeah.
and I said, okay, fine. Let's forget about it. Then I went to Dubai.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I worked in Dubai. I worked there. I got married.
Hmm.
I went to Dubai and started to settle down. Then I was expecting my first child. You know, I had to come down, come back.
Hmm.
I left, I quit, and I came back. And then my coaching stint started.
Hmm.
Then I approached John Bhai.
Yeah.
He said, no issues because that time Jaisima Academy, ML Jaisima Sir's Academy also was open
Oh. Okay.
on his name.
Okay.
Vidyut also wanted me there. But, it was here or there or here or there.
Yeah.
It took some time for me to decide.
Yeah.
And then I said, nah, yeah, you know, where you came from,
Yeah.
where you have been brought up from, why don't you serve that same place?
Yeah.
You know? So I started to,
Hmm.
my coaching stint started from there.
Wow.
Slow and steady, I started to coach and I started to this thing.
Wow.
And then that's how my coaching career began
Wow.
from St. John's. See,
Then
that's why you say where you, my
I think
career of cricket
that's
also,
yeah
part of
part of that.
career my started from St. John's
Hmm.
and my coaching started from St.
St. John's. And
John's.
here we are
And
doing
here
this
we are in St.
in
John's.
St.
So
John's right now.
everything, is part of my, this thing is St. John's.
Hmm.
So my cricketing coaching career started there,
Hmm.
started to coach there. I done my levels and qualified. But I was a fielding coach for the Hyderabad team for 6 years.
Wow. Hmm.
6 years I was the coach, fielding coach. Venkat was the first time when Venkat was there, I was a part of the system. Then Sunil Joshi was there, I was a part of the. We were part of
Yeah.
the system for 6 to 7 years. I was the fielding coach for the Hyderabad team. Then when Azim Bhai was the head coach, I was assistant coach to
Wow.
him,
Hmm.
and so on. So I learned from different coaches how to go around. So my way
Yeah.
of coaching has been renewed. So
Yeah.
that's
That's
how my
great.
coaching. So,
That's great.
but past 2 years after my this thing, 2018, I think, when I done my last NCA in
Hmm.
Kerala, I was diagnosed of CKD,
Oh.
yeah, chronic kidney disease. So I was diagnosed of that, and later on I had to slow down my 1 year to the second year. Again I went to NCA with that disease. I
Hmm.
done that stint last. That was in Saurashtra.
Oh.
I've done it. That was the last, and then
Hmm.
I couldn't. I was not able to do it because of this
Hmm.
thing. But then 20 after the COVID, 2022, I got my kidney transplant. I've
Oh.
done
Wow.
the kidney transplant,
Okay.
and by God's grace, everything
Now
went off
everything
well.
great.
Yeah,
Great.
23rd, 22nd of February makes 3 years.
Wow.
So you can
I'm
imagine.
glad. Yeah.
Yeah. So that past that
Yeah.
22, I think 23,
Hmm.
I applied for Assam.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because I applied for Assam. 23, yeah. 23 end, I applied for Assam. I never got that because it was somewhere in January I applied. It was late by that time.
Oh, okay.
But last year 24 again I applied. I didn't want to
Yeah.
be a part of the system in Hyderabad because
Yeah.
I was tired of Hyderabad.
Okay.
It's because the way they, honestly, I was treated bad in Hyderabad. Recently, past 5 to 6 years, because no one cared during my period of my bad days.
Madness, yeah.
Yeah, I can say Azhar, John, by all these guys were trying to take care of me, were trying to take care of my financial system and all that.
Yeah.
But I was tired of Hyderabad cricket. I didn't want to do anything with Hyderabad cricket for
Yeah.
part of this setup now.
Yeah.
This past 2 years, I didn't want to do anything because they blame me, accuse me of some things which I didn't like it. So and all that happened, and then I got an opportunity to coach Assam, and it was something new for me. It was something great experience, something which you always feel, give it back to something,
And
someone.
it's a new challenge for you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Completely.
And Assam is something where you have different kind of people, because it is not like here, everyone comes from the same state. Yeah, you find one odd coming from district.
Correct. But
There, most of them come from districts,
oh,
and their system is beautiful. It's something unique for me, because for them cricket is all about, you know, they love their
they love
cricket.
the- yeah.
They like their cricket. They like their cricket, and the administration part is superb. It's very nice. They have their own academy, 365 days.
Oh wow.
It's only sometimes. You see, they have their own setup. They have their own. Uh, they have their own ground, which is very big. Okay, they have their own hostel for the boys.
Wow.
They have their own canteen.
Everything, yeah.
Everything is
Set.
for them, set for them.
And I think half the job is done when
half the
when
job is done. Yeah, exactly.
administration is good, right?
Yeah,
You'll
yes.
not worry about
See,
that aspect of it anymore.
everywhere there is
Yeah.
ifs and buts.
Yes.
Ifs and buts are there.
Always. Yes.
Always. But cricket is run. That is important. You run your cricket. That is important.
Yeah.
You have to run your cricket. And they ran the cricket. They run the cricket. I was surprised when I went there, the way they treated you, they welcomed you. You're part. Now you are part of this system. Now you are ours now.
Yes.
That's how it is. They took accommodation was there for me. The clubhouse was there for me. Everything was there on the house. The canteen was there. Food, whenever you wanted food, there was its availability.
Yeah.
What amused me is the academy. Okay, they have their academy. They have the boys. They select their own boys from different parts of the district, and they place them in the hostel. Is still there,
Yeah.
and they have the food there. They have been educated by the association. Can you imagine? They have been educated by the association. That is the best part.
Seriously, I think it's equally important.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Kind of,
Yeah, let him be, whether he is rich or poor.
yeah.
Who can afford, they know. Okay,
Yeah.
they'll ask. But who don't afford, they educate them. Yeah, that's a good sign. See, they're not letting the education also go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So they educate. They look after those kids. They mold them for 2 years or 3 years. They be in the system. Once they play, they cross 19. They go from 16. They pick up to the 19.
Oh, okay.
Till they play under 19. Once you finish under 19, you're 20. You're out of the academy. You're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're over. So what you're doing is you're breeding your youngsters for the future.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
Correct.
That's what they're doing, and I loved it. I loved to be there,
system, yeah.
part of the system.
Yeah.
I love the way they have got the cricket going. The only thing is, what they do is the red ball cricket has to be more there.
Yeah.
which
I
I
think
think
that's
we have
slowly
given our
improve.
suggestions.
Yeah.
They have taken it up, and I think they will implement it. So
Correct. And how do you see, since you worked closely with them in the last 1 year, in terms of skill and potential? I mean, I think you see that I'm sure it's just going to go up now. I mean, having the facilities, what you said there. So how do you see the team was there? How did they play and what was the potential?
see, they have the skills. There is potential because they come from different districts. There is potential, and they play a lot of matches there. Districts में matches होता है, there happens. There is potential. Only thing is that what I find is that if they start playing a lot of red ball cricket, okay. Now Riyan Parag is from there. Okay, Riyan Parag is there. I think the red ball cricket has to be
Must be
more
okay.
of it.
Yeah.
Every part of the district. I think they will improve their
No,
cricket
that's
better.
great. Yeah,
Better.
absolutely. So, Noel, bhai, one more thing I wanted to talk to you about is, because you were such a good fielder, exceptional fielder in your times, is the fitness and also the mental wellness. I mean, nowadays there's a lot of emphasis in terms of you have to be prepared mentally to face the challenges. You're playing different matches, T20, you play matches regularly, you're playing at a certain level. Every time you're the social media, you're always in the radar.
Yeah.
So, now, how much importance you give to these two things? Fitness is one, and the mental wellness of a player.
It is very important. If you remember when I was taking up at St. John's, what all we used to do, we used to do a lot of fitness. We used to do, a lot of agile cross
Weekends,
country.
we
Yeah.
used to do that.
Why is because if you're not fit, then how will you play the game? If you're not agile or if you're not athletic, how can you move on the field? Now, for me, it was that fitness made a prior. I still remember me coming to Gymkhana grounds, running 45 minutes to 50 minutes right on the grounds every day without non-stop as to run. Okay, so I have paid more on my fitness, on my workouts. Not on. I don't spend time on gym. Okay, nowadays a lot of cricketers spend a lot of time on gym. Yeah, you spend time on gym. You try to build your inner muscles, or you're not going to become a bodybuilder on the field. You don't develop your muscles. You only strengthen your muscles.
Absolutely.
That's more important for a cricketer. I see a lot of cricketers now spending more time in the gym rather spending more time on the field. Okay, you have to spend more time on the field because you're going to be there for 6 hours on the field. Okay,
Correct.
it can be the next day another 6 hours you have to. So where is the stamina? Where is the this thing endurance for you? So you spend more time on the field rather than in gym. Gym is not going to help you. Gym is not coming to help you to bat, bowl and field. Okay, you need to be on the field. You develop the skills on the field, on a fielding or a batting or a bowling. That is more important. So what I emphasize is that mental health, mental fit. This thing also is important because you need to be focused. Because the pressure is more nowadays. Nowadays generation has become because of the itinerary of the BCCI. The choco block items, this thing nowadays, tours and all. So if you see Ranji Trophy itself, they start from October, ends in March. So you see the period time. You need to be fit. You need to be fit from your mental. You need to be fit from your body. How do you be fit? You spend time on the field. You spend time, on a strength, inner strength, not the bodybuilding type gym. No, not like those bodybuilders build the muscles and this thing and showing off, wearing a short t-shirt. No, that's not. You build your inner muscles. You build your inner strength. A fast bowler, yes, needs strength. He needs after 6 days, after a long day of bowling, and he needs rest. He needs to go and build a bit of strength. You build an inner strength. How do you? You have a train nowadays. A trainer also is available for your team. So you know the specific drills, what he has to do with you. Okay, to get you back fit onto the ground again, because ultimately you need to come back onto the ground to perform. Okay, ultimately you have to come back to the ground to bat. So you need to be fit. This is how you're going to. You spend more time. You spend more hours to batting. What did Lakshman do?
Yeah.
You remember you himself bowling hours to him.
Yeah.
That's how you spelled. You improve your endurance. You know, batting to long period in the nets. Okay. Nowadays there's a technique of 24 balls to bowl in practice session. That is a stupidity.
4 overs, 6 overs.
You're not going to see Kapil Paji. I think I was going through he said, you can't, you need to bowl long period. Oh, Wasim Akram or Imran Khan. They said you have to spend more time on the field to bowl in the nets for a long period. At least 6 batsmen, so that you can bowl that period of this thing in your match. That's how you bowl. If suppose if you don't bowl in a trot 7 to 8 overs, what's the use?
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
Did you see Kapil Paji used to run, yeah.
Seriously.
Hours together used to run, you know. Oh, those days where was gym?
Yeah.
For Kapil Paji, but he's one of the finest cricketers we have learnt and we have watched.
Yes. No doubt. Absolutely.
There was gym for him? No.
I think it's just that here.
Yeah, it was here. See, it was here for Kapil Paji. Kapil Paji had a very strong mind.
Yeah.
Sunny Bhai spent a lot of hours in the nets. You know,
Yeah. True.
Where was the gym that time? No. Rahul himself, or let be Sachin himself.
Yeah.
All these guys spend more time on the field rather than in the gym. But nowadays the generation has become the opposite. They spend more time in the gym rather than in the nets. The net session has become shorter. 2 घंटे का nets बस है. I still remember Harshad Bhai, morning 6 till 12
Oh, wow.
during our Ranji Trophy time.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
6:30 we used to report. We'll start with the fitness, start with the fielding,
Yeah.
then a gap breakfast period, and then nets.
Correct. Long.
So imagine 6 hours. Nowadays we finish in 2.5. That's how the system has become. Now if I do it, for example, if I say no, not 2.5 hours, I'm going to take a 5-hour session. Boys get bored. Boys' mentality becomes
like,
different.
we need to recover for the match,
इन्हें कहाँ से आ गया भाई? Where is he come from taking my 6 hours of session? But for us, we had, Captain Arshad Bhai taking 6 hours, and we used to enjoy it, yeah.
That's the main thing. You have to enjoy it.
We used to enjoy it,
Yeah.
you know, and that's how it is now. Everything is changing.
Yeah.
That's 24 of you need to bowl in a net, 2.5 hours. That's so your mental, your fitness plays a key role nowadays.
Yeah.
If you're not fit, if you're not mentally strong, you cannot play the game.
Yeah.
Because of the pressure nowadays, because of the competition. Competition is high a bit for what the competition. Yes, we had competition, but that competition is different from what is now. Okay, so that's how you have to be
prepared.
Be prepared for every challenges on your way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even as a coach, you have to be prepared.
Yeah.
Even as a player, you need to prepare. So you take up the challenge, you will be successful.
Absolutely.
That's how it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Noel, lastly, I wanted to ask is, what is that advice you give the youngsters now, and also the parents? I mean, even from that point of view, it changed now over the years. I mean, their involvement is a lot more now. You see the parents coming to the ground a lot more. They drop the kid, they come back, they pick them up, they watch the match if possible also most of the time. So what is that advice you give to the youngsters who wants to play for the country, who wants to play at a certain level, and also the advice to the parents?
See, nowadays youngsters have, what I feel from these youngsters are, the generation has changed. Let's be very honest.
Yeah.
The mobile is coming to play nowadays. They spend more time on the mobile, these youngsters. See, even my son, I'm not, every youngster, okay, they have the gadgets, they spend more time on it. Instead of spending time. Nowadays, a cricketer also, guy, the new generation which wants to play this game, forget about the gadgets. Gadgets should not be a part of your life. It should just be a gadget. Leave it there.
Yeah, correct.
Simple as that. Just forget about it, Just only to call and talk. Simple as that. It's not to play around.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other thing what I find in this generation is the dedication. There's not much dedication. There's not much focusness in them. You know, opportunities are given like this. I still remember to earn the Hyderabad cap, it took me 4.5 years. That is my debut.
Yeah.
It took me 4.5 years. I remember in 89, I came into the side when I think Ajubai was leaving to New Zealand when he was appointed as the newly captain. I think that's the time he was, and then I replaced him into the Ranji Trophy team that time, 89. Only when you debut, you get your cap. You don't get your cap just like that.
True.
But nowadays, the cap has become so easy that you get it just like that.
Yeah.
To earn that cap, you should be worthy of it first.
Yeah.
You have to be worthy of it. If you're not worthy, don't just come and
Yeah.
try to achieve that cap. Be worthy of it. So opportunities are given nowadays. A lot of youngsters just don the colors just like that. Whether it's state, whether it's Ranji Trophy.
Ranji Trophy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Indian team is totally different.
Yeah.
There you can't, you can't play your tricks there.
Yeah.
There you. But what I tell is that, to these youngsters is you need to work hard.
Yeah.
You need to spend more time on the field. You need to be focused.
Yeah.
You need to be disciplined in whatever you do. Be disciplined.
Yeah.
Once you wear these whites or once you wear that logo of your state, respect it.
Yeah.
Don't keep it close to your heart, which a lot of people have done it during our days.
Yes.
If you see Shibai, he will still, if he sees anyone wearing a Hyderabad t-shirt who has not represented, I still remember him telling a lot of guys, कौन दिया t-shirt तुम्हारे तो केला क्या? Because why? Because that's close to our heart.
Yeah.
We have played for it. We have earned for it.
Absolutely.
We have represented that state.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you have to have that will and the passion. So these youngsters need to understand that. Give more time to yourself on off the field. Spend more time with you within your game, within your kit bag. Give it time. Know what your equipments need from you. Just don't come and throw away your equipment anywhere. Now I've seen a lot of kids, they don't bother about the grip or they don't bother about their bat or pad. Keep it. That is your bread and butter actually, boss. That gives you life, that kit bag.
Yes.
Okay, that is what I feel nowadays is not being respected. Even let it be my son also. Whenever I see that, I get very angry. I let him know my words of my this thing to him and say, boss, you want to play the game, play it. Otherwise, don't. Just leave it aside.
Yeah.
So you have to understand this. This gives you everything in life. Absolutely. The white dress gives you everything. It gives you a name. It gives you a fame. It gives you a job.
Yeah. No doubt.
This was our job, Cricket was our job actually.
Yeah, it was.
It was our job. Subah mein utna, jana, used to play, bat, bowl. It was like a job.
Yeah.
And then when you get recognized, you get that job to earn.
Yeah.
You're financially sound. You become something. So nowadays nowadays there's not much jobs being given opportunities, but there's so much of money in. Okay, you play one full season of Ranji Trophy, 30 lakhs of that's a huge amount.
Yeah.
Huge amount for any youngster coming into the Ranji Trophy side and earning so much. It's a huge amount, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
See Mohammad Siraj. Take his great example.
Yeah.
Huh? Just look at him. Where is he?
And how he started and
How he started and where is he?
sheer
What
hard
is?
work.
It's just the hard. See, his blessing of his parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
From where? From what? The way he performed. The way, I think he owes it to Bharat Arun. Bharat Arun played a key role.
Yeah.
Then he was selected, and then there was no looking back. Virat Kohli, all this has his hands on. There was no look, but he's performed. It's not that he's not performed. He's performed.
Absolutely.
He's done well for the country. He's been ODI number 1 bowler now.
Yeah.
Why don't you follow him?
Yeah.
See Tilak Verma.
No.
His coach used to take him on a bike from along. See, there's a lot of youngsters. But how did you travel money during your days?
I think initially I think we used to have the TVS champ.
TVS champ.
अपना kid
I
bag आगे
remember.
लगाना.
I remember me changing 2 buses or walking
There you
from
go. Huh?
Raniganj to Paradise.
Yeah. Correct.
I still remember standing at Tangbal, asking for a lift, and I still remember how many times Rajni Venugopal gave me a lift, how many times Chamundeshwar gave me a lift, and Chamundi has played this thing of in my career also.
Yes.
Huh? I still remember. Chamundi used to have a blue scooter that time. He used to come from Adarsh Nagar.
Yeah.
And he used to come there, he used to pick me up. If I missed Chamundi, there was Rajni Venugopal in the line, next. I used to,
Wait.
she used to TVS pay, she used to come to Gymkhana, I used to come.
Yeah.
Otherwise, 7A bus Zindabad. I used to catch from Nampally, get on at Raniganj and walk from there.
That's true.
That was hard work, the kid bag. And evening when we used to practice, go back in that crowded bus or it's double-decker sit the time.
That's true. So even the parents should give a little bit more time, Noel. Bhai. You think so? I mean, for them. I mean, you think they are in a rush now that okay, 1 year, 2 years now, kuch ho jana chahiye. By this time, I think they come and say that okay, coach has been playing for 1-2 years now, and something should happen. So he should play.
See,
you think that's one of the things.
This
that's
this is where I don't like the parents.
I think they are in.
They play a major role in the kids' this thing. See, they have to stay up. They need to understand if your son is playing, yes, the son is playing. Let him play. Let him play his game. Watch him from far. What is he doing? Is he upgrading his side? Whether he is improving? Whether he is capable of playing or not? Don't try to push him. Don't try to involve yourself with the coaches or the selectors or anybody. Get far away from him. If he has the talent, no one can stop him. If it's written in him, no one can stop him. He will play for the country. He will play for Hyderabad. But don't try your extra this thing and try to push your son into this system. Leave him.
Just have to give them.
Yes, encourage him.
Yeah.
Encourage him.
Encouragement and time.
Give him the best. Give him everything what he likes. And tell him, boss, I can only take you to the doorstep. From there you need to enter. I cannot.
Correct.
I cannot come.
Yeah.
Nowadays, parents get involved. I never seen my mom coming or my sisters coming to the ground and watch. And same thing with you, or same thing with any of the cricketers of our generation.
Yeah.
But nowadays you see, even as practice match, there will be parents there. They come. Yeah, I understand everything has changed. The life cycle has changed. The generation has changed. Everything, it has become crowded. You are scared of your son traveling. Traveling mode is become different. All that I understand. But when you come to the field, you leave them alone. Don't try to play for them. Let them play for themselves. You play. You move out. Play your key role at home. You do whatever you want with him at home. He is your son. He is your daughter. Play there. But once he comes to ground, let him focus on himself. Give him that time space for him to develop himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. If you think of shortcut, it will be only a shortcut.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a
long term.
Long
That's
term.
what you were saying.
It's going to be a short term.
Yeah.
You just keep him away. Bless him from outside.
Yeah.
From far.
Yeah.
That's what my advice to these parents is.
Yeah. I think that's great.
That's how you need to understand your son or your daughter important.
Yeah.
See, sometimes some son may not like it, or daughter may. Why is my father or mother interfering so much? They may not like it. They can't tell you because you are the parent. You are trying to encourage him or her in some other sources. See,
Okay.
you have to let the kid do his job.
Yeah.
That is important.
Yeah.
Don't play. You don't do his job.
Yeah,
Let him do
yeah,
his job.
that's
Now, suppose tomorrow the kid interferes with your this thing. Will you like no? So, my only advice to the cricketers, this generation is play it hard, be focused, be determined in what you want to do. Choose your career wisely.
yeah,
Okay, you want to play the game, give it time. Don't be in a hurry. Focus. Yes, there's every cricketer has a graph.
yeah,
It goes like this. It comes down. It goes.
yeah,
You need to be stable.
yeah,
You need to be at a point where you understand your own self first. Be there. You know how can you be there? By doing the right things, by taking the right boxes all the time.
yeah,
When you get an opportunity, grab it. When you get what you can say, when you go out there, express yourself. That's
yeah,
important. And
absolutely.
don't bother about what is being spoken outside.
Yeah,
Just be focused in your.
absolutely.
That's the only thing I can
Yeah,
tell.
no, that, amazing, Noel. I think what some of the things what you said here, most of them, I think the insights from your experiences and the points which you said, I'm sure it will help so many youngsters, and I think there will be so many life lessons they can take from this podcast. And all I can say is, Noel, thank you so much for talking to Sport is Life, and it
You're
was
welcome.
real pleasure talking to you. Thank
You're
you.
always welcome, Mani.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.